What's good, guys? Welcome back to the last minute full card predictions where we judge each and every single one of these fights, starting with the early prelims, ending with the main event, Belal Muhammad versus Jack Della Maddalena. And we go over each and every single one of these fights, starting with the early prelims, ending with the main event. So, I want to mention, guys, we're going to go over the money lines, we're going to go over the totals, we're going to go will this fight go the distance, and double chance. So I am going to go a little bit faster. If you guys want an more in-depth breakdown, you guys can watch the first prediction video, but this is the last minute prediction video. So if you guys haven't already, guys, just give me a like. Without further ado, guys, let's break it down. Jose Aldo versus Amin Zahabi got moved up to 145. Jose Aldo couldn't make the 135. He weighed in at 143. Willie Cat Santos weighed a pound over, and then he made weight when he retried. Willie Cat, he did look a little off. He looked a little bit fat in that weigh-in, but it is what it is. Bruno Silva missed weight by a pound, so technically he's the only one that missed weight. Bruno Silva weighed in at 187. He forfeits 20% of his purse to his opponent, Marc-André Barriault. And Jose Aldo versus Amin Zahabi is now moved up to 145. So here we go. Brad Katona versus Bekzat Almakhan. Brad Katona plus 142 earlier. Bekzat minus 184. Now, Bekzat minus 150. Brad Katona plus 122. There's a bunch of money coming in on Brad Katona. Brad Katona is a two-time Ultimate Fighter winner. We saw Juliana Miller, who is also an Ultimate Fighter, win, but we also saw Ryan Loder lose last week. It's about time we get to see Brad Katona back in action. His last fight was 6 months ago, but this guy always brings it. Brad is 4-4 in the UFC. Bekzat is very dangerous, coming off that loss to Umar Nurmagomedov, where he dropped him. But Umar wrestled his way to victory, so let's go over the props, guys. Brad Katona by KO, plus 420. Brad by sub, plus 1,700. Brad by decision, plus 150. Bekzat by KO plus 420, Bekzat by sub plus 1,700, Bekzat by decision plus 150, Brad Katona by KO plus 2,200, Brad by sub plus 1,600, Brad by decision plus 155. I think Brad by decision at a plus 155 is the best play here if you're on the Brad Katona side. Will this fight go the distance? Yes at a minus 330, no at a plus 240, over 2.5 minus 400, under 2.5 plus 280. Bekzat by KO on points, minus 140. Bekzat by submission on points, plus 125. Brad by KO on points, plus 135. Brad by sub points, plus 125. So, with this fight, guys, if you just want to see my best props, just skip to the last 30 seconds of each timestamp. It is going to be Bekzat moneyline at a minus 150. I really like it. I'm going to take Bekzat to win this fight by unanimous decision. So, give me that this fight goes the distance at a minus 330. And I'm going to take Bekzat by KO or on points at a minus 140. And give me the over 2.5 at a minus 400, just in case. You know, let's get it. Give me Bekzat for the dub. Let's get it. Without further ado, let's get to the next match. Here we go. 7:15. Willie Cat Santos versus Jeong Lee. This is going to be an absolute banger matchup. What I like about this matchup is the way that these guys face off. We know Willie Cat Santos was set to face off against Davey Grant, and that fight fell through. Daniel Santos minus 135. Jeong Lee plus 115. Daniel Santos plus 110. Now, Jeong Lee minus 134. So this fight's getting really close. Shoot box fighter, Daniel Santos, leg kicks, moves forward, is relentless, prefers to look for subs when he gets taken down. Always hunts for the sub, which is something that I don't really like about Willie Cat. He goes for submission over position. Willie Cat is on a 2-fight win streak with wins over John Castaneda and Johnny Munoz. Willie Cat has 5 TKO wins, 2 wins by sub and 4 wins by decision, and his 2 losses are by unanimous decision, matched up against Jeong Lee. Jeong Lee showed great cardio against Blake Builder. He showed he can push a pace and slow his opponent down, and I expect him to do the same thing here. An athletic beast with a record of 11-2, coming off a brutal first-round loss to Hyder Amil, but we know Hyder Amil brung it, and he won against William Gomis. So, let's go over the props. Willie Cat by KO, plus 460, which is a little bit, I don't think it's likely. Willie Cat by sub, plus 750. Daniel Santos by decision, plus 330. I think the most likely outcome is Daniel Santos by decision at a plus 330. Lee by KO, plus 240. Lee by sub, plus 1,000. Lee by decision, plus 320. Will this fight go the distance? Yes at a plus 120. No at a minus 152. Over 2.5, minus 108. Under 2.5, minus 118. Willie Cat by KO or on points, plus 150. Willie Cat by sub points, plus 200. Lee by KO on points, minus 115. Lee by sub points, plus 220. So, I think this is pretty straight and direct. Give me Jeong Lee, guys. I'm going to take Jeong Lee to win this fight by unanimous decision. But you guys never know. It could be by KO on points. That's why I love double chance. So, I'm going to go Jeong Lee. And I'm going to take him at a minus 134 money line. Give me that this fight doesn't go the distance at a minus 152. I'm going to take the over 2.5 just in case at a minus 108. And give me Jeong Lee by KO or on points at a minus 115. Let's go Lee by double chance KO or on points. If it's on points, I'll go 29-28, unanimous decision. But he should be able to finish this fight inside the distance. Let's go, my guy. Let's go. Wake up the card, because you guys know a lot of people miss the first fights. This is a great way to get everybody tuned in. Marc-André Barriault versus Bruno Silva. Minus 162 for Marc-André Barriault. Bruno Silva plus 126. Now, Marc-André Barriault minus 158. Bruno Silva plus 128. There's some good Canadian athletes on this card, but both of these guys are 35. Marc is 2-3 in his last 5. Silva's 1-4 in his last 5. 1-800 Gambler type of fight. Let's go over the props. Marc-André by KO plus 200. We both know that both of these guys, one thing about Bruno Silva, though, is he's very tough. Very, very tough. And he's facing a lot of tough competition. Marc-André Barriault his chin has been cracked. He can usually grind out to win a decision, but he just got pulled out. He just got put out cold by Dustin Stolfus. And we know Bruno Silva is the guy who went to war with Alex Pereira. So let's go over the props. Marc-André by KO plus 200. Andre by sub plus 1,400. Andre by decision plus 290. So it seems like the bookies think that Andre is more likely to get a KO. I think this fight doesn't go the distance. Silva by KO plus 220. Silva by sub plus 2,300. Silva by decision plus 600. If you're on the Silva side, why not sprinkle Silva by KO at a plus 220? Will this fight go the distance? Yes, at a minus 160. At a plus 162. No, at a minus 215. I like no that this fight doesn't go the distance at a minus 215. Over 2.5 plus 118. Under 2.5 minus 150. Marc-André by KO on points minus 135. Andre by sub or points plus 200. Silva by KO on points plus 130. Silva by submission on points plus 500. I think it's a pick your poison. I think one of these guys is probably going to knock the other guy out. Or if not, one of these guys is going to win a decision. So, give me Marc-André Barriault. Very low confidence. I'm going to take his money line at a minus 158. But this guy has a chin made out of feathers. I'm going to take Marc-André Barriault money line at a minus 158. I'm going to take that this fight doesn't go the distance at a minus 215. Give me the under 2.5 at a minus 150. And I'm going to take Marc-André by KO or on points at a minus 135. Low confidence, but let's go, my guy, Marc-André Barriault, to get the card started. Let's go, my guy. Let's go. Let me know who you guys got as well, because it's going to be a good card. Here we go. Another banger fight, guys. Navajo Stirling versus Ivan Erslan. This is going to be one of those fights where we know what we're going to get with both of these guys. Not only do we know what we're going to get with both of these guys, but I don't think this fight's going the distance. Navajo Stirling versus Ivan Erslan. Navajo minus 295. Ivan Erslan plus 220. Now Navajo minus 320. Ivan Erslan plus 245. This is a very good fight. Very good fight. But Ian Cutelaba's son is going to lose, in my opinion, against Navajo Stirling. Let's break it down. Navajo is undefeated. One of the only undefeated prospect on this card. We just saw Bo Nickal and Daniel Marcos, undefeated fighters, lose last week, so this can get sketchy. Navajo at only 6-0, 4 TKO wins and 2 wins by unanimous decision. Seems like he's going to win this fight by KO or on points. That's why I love double chance. Ivan Erslan has 10 TKOs, wins, 1 win by sub, and he will be looking to create violence. Ivan Erslan is a tricky fighter to deal with. He's going to be looking to take Navajo's O. Navajo was expected to finish his last fight, but ended up getting to a lackluster decision. Let's go over the props. Navajo by KO plus 100. Navajo by sub plus 2,200. Navajo by decision plus 270. Ivan Erslan by KO plus 550. Erslan by sub plus 1,900. Erslan by decision plus 650. If I'm on the Erslan side, I like Erslan by decision at a plus 650, but I'm on the Navajo side. Will this fight go the distance? Yes, at a plus 180. No, at a minus 235. I think no at a minus 235 is pretty safe. Excuse me, guys. Over 1.5. It wasn't under 2.5. I took the under 2.5 already, but of course, you know how FanDuel is. They changed it the day before. Now it is an over 1.5. Over 1.5 minus 164. Under 1.5 plus 128. Navajo by KO on points minus 290. Navajo by sub or points plus 260. Erslan by KO on points plus 280. Erslan by sub or points plus 500. So with this fight right here, guys, give me Navajo Stirling money line at a minus 320. I want to take Navajo by KO or on points at a minus 290. Give me the over 1.5 at a minus 164. And give me that this fight doesn't go the distance at a minus 235. Let's go, my guy, Navajo for KO. I'm going to go second round TKO. Let's go, my guy. Late second round TKO. Show us what you got, my guy. Let's get it. Next fight, next fight, next fight. Right here, here we go. Trying to get the exact... There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Now we're talking. Modestas Bukauskas was a minus 106. Ian Cutelaba minus 120. Now, Modestas minus 102. Ian Cutelaba minus 120. Seems like it hasn't really changed that much, but this is how you open up and get the card started, guys. Modestas was cut from the UFC after losing to Jimmy Crute, Michael Olajaychik by split decision, and Khalil Rountree by TKO. Then he went on a 4-fight win streak and is welcome back to the UFC, winning 2 fights, and then he's welcome back fighting against Tyson Pedro and Zach Ponga. Those then loses to Vitor Pacino. I say this because it seems like Modestas needed those losses in order to beat Prachnio and Rafael Sequeira. But we will say, guys, this is his toughest test yet, guys. Ian Cutelaba is going to be looking to spam takedowns. He's going to be looking to hold him against the fence. He's going to be looking to win this fight by decision. He could even knock out Modestas. We've seen Modestas knocked out as before. We know Ian Cutelaba is surprisingly on a 2-fight win streak with wins over Ivan Erslan and Ibo Aslan. Two of those guys have the exact same name. Ian Cutelaba is very heavy-handed. Glass cannon, in my opinion. He has the power, can be explosive, take you down with brute force. But this guy gets tired. So give me Modestas for the win. Let's go over the props. Modestas by KO plus 320. Modestas by sub plus 1,300. Modestas by decision plus 320. So it's a pick your poison. You want to take Modestas by KO or you want to take him by decision. They're both plus 320. Ian Cutelaba by KO plus 180. Cutelaba by sub plus 1,000. Cutelaba by decision plus 600. He can win by decision. At a plus 600, there's value there. Will this fight go the distance? Yes, at a plus 172. No, at a minus 225. Over 2.5, plus 128. Under 2.5, minus 164. Modestas by KO on points, plus 105. Modestas by sub or points, plus 230. Ian by KO or sub, plus 125. Ian by KO on points, plus 100. If you like Ian taken by KO on points, I like Modestas. In this case, guys, I'm going to take Modestas' money line at a minus 102. I'm going to take Modestas by KO at a plus 320. I'm going to take that this fight doesn't go the distance at a minus 225. And give me the under 2.5 at a minus 164. Let's go, Modestas. Show us what you got, my guy. Show us what you got. Let's get it. Hopefully, I can get the right time because for some reason, it goes from 18 to 19, which is like so annoying. There we go. There we go. We got the perfect timing. Lock of the week, baby. Jéssica Andrade versus Jasmine Jasudavicius. If you guys know my 6 best bets in lock of the week, Jasmine is in there. Jasmine is a minus 300. Jéssica Andrade plus 235. We know what we're going to get with both girls. Jasmine gets tagged on the feet a little bit more often than I like her to. She can get tagged by an explosive fighter like Jéssica Andrade. Jéssica Andrade is going to be heavy-handed, looking to run right through Jasmine Jasudavicius. Sometimes Jéssica Andrade can look a little off, but she looked pretty good against Marina Rodriguez and Mackenzie Dern. We know that there's a height advantage for Jasmine, but Jasmine needs to take this fight to the ground or else she might lose in the boxing department and get absolutely manhandled. It's going to be a very tough test. A great wrestler who always pushes you to your limit. Timing on her takedowns is very great. Knees in the clinch. Once she takes you down, she can land some good pop shots and work. One of the reasons why I like Jasmine is the crucifix position. If she can get you in that crucifix position, she can rain elbows. And we know Valentina Shevchenko got Jéssica Andrade in that crucifix position. So I expect Jasmine to win this fight. Let's go over the props. But Jasmine lost to Tracy Cortez and Natália Silva. And she struggled to get the takedown in that fight. So if she struggles here, it's most likely over. Jasmine by KO plus 550. Jasmine by sub plus 320. Jasmine by decision plus 135. I like Jasmine by decision at a plus 135. Jéssica by KO plus 650. Jéssica by sub plus 1,800. Jéssica by decision plus 600. If you like Jéssica, just take Jéssica by KO at a plus 650. I think it's very likely, in my opinion. I think it's very, very likely. But I got Jasmine in this case. I like Jasmine by decision at a plus 135. Will this fight go the distance? Yes, at a minus 118. No, at a minus 108. I like yes at a minus 118. But I also like that this fight doesn't go the distance because there's a chance either fighter finishes this fight inside the distance. I'm going to take that this fight goes the distance, though. Over 2.5, minus 148. Under 2.5, plus 116. Jasmine by KO or sub, plus 170. Jasmine by KO or on points, minus 130. Jasmine by submission or on points, minus 180. One of my best props that I like, double chance. Jéssica by KO on points, plus 290. Jéssica by submission on points, plus 480. In this case, guys, give me Jasmine Jasudavicius money line at a minus 300. I'm going to take Jasmine by decision at a plus 135. I'm going to take the over 2.5 at a minus 148. And give me Jasmine by submission or on points at a minus 180. Just in case. Let's get it, Jasmine. Show us what you got. Let's get it. Excuse me. Now, this is a great way to get us started and get us hyped, guys. This is the people's main event. This is the people's main event. Let's go. We got it just on time in the right exact moment. Mike Malott versus Charles Radtke. Mike Malott was minus 250. Charles Radtke plus 190. But there's a lot of value and money coming in on Charles Radtke. He's a plus 158 now. Mike Malott minus 196. I wouldn't be surprised if Mike Malott shrinks as a favorite. Mike Malott is a very well-rounded athlete, a bit of a suspect chin, always manages distance very well, wrestle if needed, and he always can get better and better each and every single one of his performances. He is 4-1 in the UFC with a Dana White Contender Series win as well. He had a lackluster performance against Trevin Giles, good striking, but he couldn't finish that fight if his life depended on it. Matched up against Charles Radtke, a guy who I think is a bit weak to the body, but we'll find out with time. Charles Radtke can wrestle, very well. I'd say his fight IQ isn't the best, but this guy only lost. Well, he's lost to the best. He lost to Pratis most recently. He slows down as the fight goes, and his body can be open, and he pulls gilly sometimes. But I know a lot of people are on the public dog, Charles Radtke. Let's go over the props. Mike Malott by KO plus 290. Mike Malott by sub plus 400. Malott by decision plus 340. I like Malott by decision at a plus 340. I think it's very likely. Buffalo by KO at a plus 360. If you like Buffalo, take Chuck Buffalo by KO at a plus 360. Or even just take his money line at a plus 158. There's still value. Radtke by sub plus 1,300. Radtke by decision plus 490. Will this fight go the distance? Yes, at a plus 162. No at a minus 210. I think it's more than likely that this fight doesn't go the distance. Over 2.5 plus 120. Under 2.5 minus 152. Malott by KO on points. Malott by sub points. Malott by KO on points plus 110. Malott by sub points plus 140. Charles Radtke by KO on points plus 165. Radtke by sub points plus 350. In this case, guys, give me Mike Malott money line at a minus 196. I'm going to take Mike Malott by decision at a plus 340. I'm going to take that this fight doesn't go the distance at a minus 210. And give me Mike Malott by submission or on points at a plus 140. And just in case, I'll take Mike Malott by KO or on points at a plus 110. It's a little bit of a nail-biter fight, but let's go, my guy Mike Malott. Show us what you got. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. 15:05. Let's try to get the exact time. Because if we're 1 second off, it goes to a different frame. There we go. There we go. We've been on fire lately. BSD versus Kyle Prepolec. BSD, Benoit Saint-Denis, one of the biggest favorites on the card, minus 1,300. Kyle Prepolec plus 730, which is insane. Prepolec, welcome back, my guy. Welcome back. BSD should be able to create chaos and beat Prepolec. BSD is a heavy-handed slugger coming off of 2 losses to Dustin Poirier and Renato Moicano. He's looking to get back in the win column. He has 9 subs. He has 4 wins by TKO. For BSD to lose this fight to Prepolec, Prepolec is going to have to show up, and he's going to have to survive that onslaught from Benoit Saint-Denis. I am going to be taking Benoit Saint-Denis, but let's show what Prepolec has to offer. He's 0-2 in the UFC. He's Canadian. He's a southpaw with good hooks. And Prepolec is on a 3-fight win streak, beating Marco Antonio, Josh Henry, and Gustavo Wilster. All by KO. Prepolec is back. He lost to Noureddin Talib and Austin Hubbard as well, both by unanimous decision. He has a good armbar off his back, but he can't get taken down consistently. So let's go over the props. Benoit Saint-Denis by KO plus 150. Benoit Saint-Denis by sub plus 120. I really like Benoit Saint-Denis by sub at a plus 120. Seems like there's still value. BSD by decision plus 650. Seems like the bookies are favoring BSD to finish this fight inside the distance. Prepolec by KO plus 2,300. Prepolec by sub plus 2,900. Prepolec by decision plus 1,200. This is insane. Will this fight go the distance? Yes at a plus 420. No at a minus 650. Over 1.5 plus 150. Under 1.5 minus 192. BSD by KO or sub minus 450. BSD by KO on points minus 110. BSD by submission on points minus 140. Prepolec by KO or on points plus 950. Guys, I'm going to take Benoit Saint-Denis. I'm not taking his money line. Give me Benoit Saint-Denis by submission or on points at a minus 140. I'm going to take the over 1.5 at a plus 150. I'm going to take that this fight doesn't go the distance at a minus 650. And give me Benoit Saint-Denis by submission at a plus 120. Let's get it, my guy Benoit Saint-Denis. Show us what you got. But I think Benoit Saint-Denis should be able to finish this fight. Even the prop Benoit Saint-Denis by KO or submission at a minus 450. There's some value because you could take it as a parlay piece. Let me repeat what I like. Benoit Saint-Denis by sub plus 120. This fight doesn't go the distance at a minus 650. Over 1.5 plus 150. Give me Benoit Saint-Denis by KO or sub minus 450. And just in case, Benoit Saint-Denis by submission or on points at a minus 140. Let's go, my guy Benoit Saint-Denis by... I'll go second round submission. Let's go, my guy. Show us what you got. Show us what you got. Trying to get the exact same time. Here we go. Sometimes I could do it, guys. Sometimes I'm a little off. Like right there. I'm off by 1. There we go. Natália Silva versus Alexa Grasso. Alexa Grasso. This is going to be a banger fight. Excuse me. Excuse me. Giyat! Giyat! This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Alexa Grasso plus 210. Natália Silva minus 265. A very important fight. Number 3 ranked Alexa Grasso versus number 13 ranked Natália Silva. But that's in pound for pound. When we're actually talking about for real in the flyweight division, this is number 1 contender versus number 5 contender. This is as real as it gets. Alexa Grasso is a very high volume striker, turning strikers and world champions into wrestlers. She is 5-1-1 since moving up to 125. I enjoy the UFC when they make up good matchmakings like this. Look at the 125 division. It is put on full display on this entire card. This is how good it gets. Matched up against Natália Silva. Silva's a very dangerous striker who can generate a surprising amount of power, very kick heavy, good fight IQ, can make you think she's striking and then wrestle. Very good pop in her shots, very athletic. Notable performances from Natália Silva are on Jéssica Andrade, Jasudavicius, and Viviana Araujo. I will say, Natália Silva did lose to Marina Rodriguez, which was a pretty bad fight I didn't like to see from Natália Silva. But she is a lot better than she was when she fought Marina Rodriguez, and Marina Rodriguez just retired, so she's very good. Silva might be the faster fighter. She may have more weapons in her arsenal, but Alexa, one takedown, and she can definitely win this fight. Let's go over the props. Grasso by KO plus 1,400. Grasso by sub plus 1,400. Grasso by decision plus 300. I like Grasso by decision. At a plus 300, anything is possible. Silva by KO plus 850. Silva by sub plus 1,300. Silva by decision minus 140. Reminds me of Jéssica Andrade versus Natália Silva. When Natália Silva by decision was like, it was just like that, like around minus 140, minus 130. I like Natália Silva by decision at a minus 140. Will this fight go the distance? Yes, at a minus 450. No, at a plus 300. Silva by KO on points, minus 210. Silva by sub points, minus 185. Alexa by KO on points, plus 230. Alexa by submission on points, plus 230. So, give me Natália Silva money line at a minus 265. I'm going to take Natália Silva by decision at a minus 140. I'm going to take this fight goes the distance at a minus 450. Give me Silva by KO or on points at a minus 210. And just for a little bit more value, I'll take Silva by submission on points at a minus 185. Let's get it. Let's get it. 1745, 1745, 1745. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Jose Aldo versus Eamon Zahabi. This is as real as it gets, but this is a 1-800 type of fight. Sorry, guys. Minus 205 for Jose Aldo, Eamon Zahabi plus 164, but Jose Aldo was a minus 215 earlier. It's because he didn't look that good on the scale. Another Canadian. Only 4 Canadians on this card. This is going to get crazy. Actually, there's 6 Canadians on this card because of Prepolec. I don't know if Jose Aldo is still in his prime. This guy loves to get held against the fence. If you can just hold him against the fence, he's going to lose this fight. Former featherweight GOAT. Seems like as he's getting older, it's a little bit harder for him to make weight. Jose is one of the best anti-grapplers in the UFC. You can hold him as much as you want, but I'd be damned if you take him down. Jose has a very fast twitch muscle style, very clean, fundamentally sound. I can see punches coming in from a mile away. Jose can see punches coming in from a mile away. And he seems faster than ever. The way he blasts those leg kicks, you're bound to lose a leg if you're just any normal guy. Jose Aldo has an undeniable ability to enter his flow state and just looks amazing. Most recent performances for Jose Aldo are Marlon Vera, Pedro Munoz, Rob Font, Jonathan Martinez. And he went to war and he looked pretty good early against Peter Yan. Matched up against Eamon Zahabi. Eamon Zahabi's brother, Faraz Zahabi, is the mastermind. He was in GSP's corner and is very known for his mastermind game planning. Faraz Zahabi is what makes this fight 10 times more difficult to predict. This guy's an absolute genius. And Eamon Zahabi being 36 years old, guys, makes it a little bit more harder as well. Eamon Zahabi has very good takedown defense, very good fight IQ, looked amazing against Pedro Munoz, and seems to be improving each and every fight. Let's go over the props. Jose Aldo by KO plus 550, Jose Aldo by sub plus 2,000, Jose Aldo by decision plus 100, Eamon Zahabi by KO plus 1,000, Zahabi by sub plus 2,200, Zahabi by decision plus 240. Why wouldn't you like Zahabi by decision at a plus 240? This guy barely made weight. He didn't make weight. They had to move the fight to 145. If I'm on Eamon Zahabi's side, even tomorrow, right before the fight, I might just sprinkle Eamon Zahabi by decision at a plus 240. This is insane. There's value. We know that this fight might definitely go the distance. So it's about who's going to win this fight by decision. Jose Aldo or Eamon Zahabi. In this case, guys, give me Jose Aldo, very low confidence. Will this fight go the distance? Yes, at a minus 340. No, at a plus 240. Over 2.5, minus 410. Under 2.5, plus 290. Aldo by KO on points, minus 185. Aldo by submission on points, minus 125. Zahabi by KO on points, plus 120, plus 175. Zahabi by sub points, plus 210. I'm going to take Jose Aldo. Give me Jose Aldo money line at a minus 205. I'm going to take Jose Aldo by decision at a plus 100. Give me Jose Aldo by KO or on points at a minus 185. Let's get it, Jose Aldo, to win this fight by 29-28 unanimous decision. But show us what you got, bro, because there's only so long you can get away with this. Father Time gets us all. 22-35, let's get it. Let's get it. Manafort, the Beast versus Valentina Shevchenko. Valentina Shevchenko plus 108, Manafort minus 132. Now, we know that the odds have fluctuated all day, all week. I remember when Valentina Shevchenko had a super close fight with Talia Santos, and ever since then, She's been in much closer competitive fights. Right after she beat Santos, she lost and then was forced to wrestle her way to victory. She has been wrestling much more ever since she lost, losing her belt. Valentina has defended her belt multiple times. She has the most rubies, and she has cashed as a dog multiple times. Always can adjust very well in between rounds. Valentina has been fading, and she does have a new wrinkle in her game, the wrestling, hard wrestling approach. She has 37 takedowns in her last 8 fights, 16 takedowns against Grasso. Valentina Shevchenko defending her belt for the 8th time, but this is her first title defense since regaining her UFC title. Matched up against Maddalena Farah. Maddalena has been wobbled before by a head kick by Erin Blanchfield in the 5th round, and Jennifer Maia after taking Jennifer Maia down, and she got right back up and hit her with a good head kick. So the head kick is very open for Val. Val's going to be very good. She's going to have that stance where, you know, that Muay Thai stance. I can see that there's some similarities between these women, but they are very different and discrepant when it comes to the striking department. For example, Maddalena Farah, side kick to the body, oblique kick. She sometimes doesn't really kick high kick. Valentina, blast that body kick, blast that body kick. She has a very good body kick, very good leg kicks, very good question mark kick as well, which I have not seen from Maddalena Farah. This can even be a very close fight. We know Maddalena Farah has lost by submission. Maddalena Farah has been subbed before by Camilla Mans and lost by decision to Cornelia Holm, and lost a split decision to Leah McCourt. She only has 1 loss on her record, though. Maddalena Farah should have more weapons in her arsenal in the striking department, not in the wrestling department, but even in the striking department, it's almost even when it comes to the amount of weapons that both of these ladies have. Let's go over the props. I'm going to go Maddalena Farah to win this fight by 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47. Let's go over the props. Val by KO plus 1,000. Shevchenko by sub plus 850. Shevchenko by decision plus 210. Maddalena Farah by KO plus 550. Farah by sub plus 2,200. Farah by decision plus 135. Will this fight go the distance? Yes at a minus 235. No at a plus 280. Over 4.5 minus 280. Under 4.5 plus 200. Val by KO on points plus 140. Val by submission on points plus 145. Mane by KO on points minus 130. Mane by submission on points plus 120. Val by KO rounds 3, 4, or 5 plus 1,600. Worth the sprinkle. Mane by KO rounds 3, 4, and 5 plus 1,200. Val to land 1 takedown minus 350. I think it's a good anchor to your parlay. She's definitely going to land 1 takedown. More than likely, definitely at least 1. I expect Maddalena to get right back up on her feet. Maddalena to land 1+ takedown, minus 170. I can see Maddalena getting a takedown, but it's going to be not likely. I'm going to take Maddalena Farah money line, guys. Maddalena Farah money line at a minus 132. I'm going to take Maddalena by decision at a plus 135. I'm going to take that this fight goes the distance at a minus 235. Give me the over 4.5 at a minus 280. And give me Val to land 1 takedown at a minus 350. And of course, I'll go Maddalena by KO or on points at a minus 130. Let's go Maddalena Farah to win this fight by unanimous decision. I could even see a split. 2-2 heading into the 5th and dominate the 5th round. Let's go Maddalena Farah for the dub. Show us what you got, my girl. Show us what you got. Maddalena Farah for the dub. Now it's main card time, boys and girls. 28-25. Here we go. 28-25. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Jack Della Maddalena versus Belal Muhammad. This is as real as it gets. Minus 240 for Belal. Jack Della plus 182. Excuse me, guys. Now, Belal Muhammad minus 188. Jack Della plus 152. So, Belal and JDM both get a title shot off of beating Gilbert Burns. An excellent main event. Both defending... Belal defending his belt for the very first time. He was supposed to fight Shavkat, but now JDM is here. Belal, a very good chain wrestler who can maintain top control like no other. Averages a little more than 2 takedowns per fight because he can stick to you like glue. Once down, he works. Belal getting reversed against Leon Edwards. Belal has been in the UFC since 2016. Belal has only been finished once in his entire career by Vicente Luque. He went on to avenge that loss. Belal is 15-3 in the UFC. Won the belt against Leon, showed levels. I don't think Belal is chinny, but we have seen him wobble multiple times. Matched up against JDM, a very heavy-handed boxer with an extremely high finish rate. He has 12 TKO wins, 2 wins by sub, and 3 wins by decision, but 2 of those wins are by split, so this can get dicey and very ugly quick. I think this fight more than likely goes the distance. JDM to finish, I think JDM might need to finish Belal, guys. I can see JDM be down in some rounds, but I can definitely see this fight being 2-2 heading towards the 5th. Let's go over the props. JDM by KO plus 280, JDM by sub plus 2,200, JDM by decision plus 650, Belal by KO plus 850. That is insane because we know Belal has gotten a KO before against Sean Brady. Belal by sub plus 950, Belal by decision plus minus 105. It was a plus 100. I already took Barriault by decision at a plus 100. Now it's a minus 105. Will this fight go the distance? Yes, at a minus 160. Sorry, will this fight go the distance? Yes, at a minus 160. No, at a plus 126. Over 4.5, minus 182. Under 4.5, plus 142. Barriault by KO on points, minus 150. Barriault by sub or points, minus 145. JDM by KO or sub, plus 240. JDM by KO on points, plus 160. JDM by sub or points, plus 500. Barriault to land one takedown, minus 3,500. If you make a good parlay, and you end the parlay with Barriault to land one takedown at a minus 3,500, you're more than likely going to cash that parlay. JDM to land one takedown plus 500. I don't think it hits. 6 takedowns in this fight, minus 105. Barriault to land 6 takedowns plus 115. I like 6 takedowns in this fight, minus 105. Barriault to land the most significant strikes, minus 132. JDM to land more significant strikes, plus 108. I don't like playing with that. Barriault by KO rounds 3, 4, and 5, plus 1,900. JDM by KO rounds 1, 2, or 3, plus 420. JDM by KO rounds 3, 4, and 5, plus 700. One knockdown in this fight, minus 135. I love it. I love that. As a nice anchor to your parlay, one knockdown in this fight at a minus 135. Come on, there's some value right there. JDM to land one knockdown in this fight, plus 125. I don't know. So, for this fight, give me Barriault. I'm going to take Barriault to win this fight, guys. Very low confidence because we know JDM is an absolute beast. He's taller. He has the turtle roll, guys. If JDM continuously turtle rolls and Grammy rolls, he can get Barriault tired, and he can fuck up Barriault to the body and upstairs and end up putting Barriault's lights out. But in this case, guys, I'm going to go Barriault. Medium confidence to win this fight by 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47. But I like Barriault Muhammad moneyline at a minus 188. I'm going to take Barriault by decision at a minus 105. I'm going to take that this fight goes the distance at a minus 160. I'm going to take the over 4.5 at a minus 182. Give me Barriault by KO or on points at a minus 150. And just in case, Barriault to land one takedown, minus 3,500. I'll take 6 plus takedowns in this fight, minus 105. And I'm going to take that this fight has one knockdown in this fight at a minus 135. So I'm going to repeat them all over again. Here we go. Barriault moneyline, minus 188. Barriault by decision, minus 105. This fight goes the distance at a minus 160. Over 4.5 at a minus 182. Barriault by KO or on points, minus 150. I'm going to take 6 plus takedowns in this fight, minus 105. I'm going to take Barriault to land. I'm going to take that this fight has one knockdown in this fight, minus 135. So, just to repeat the last 3. Barriault by KO or on points. Barriault to land one takedown, minus 3,500. 6 takedowns in this fight, minus 105. And for one knockdown to be in this fight, minus 135. Either fighter to get one knockdown at a minus 135. I love it. So let me know what you guys think, guys. Let me know who you guys got. I got Barriault Muhammad to win this fight by 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47. But let me know who you guys got, what you guys think. And let me know your parlays, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Give me Barriault Muhammad to win this fight, 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47. If I went a little bit faster, guys, it's because I got to go and get stuff done. But enjoy your weekend. This is going to be an absolute banger fight. Let's get it. The best is blessed, baby. And I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless. Peace. Hey.